Hi, welcome back, you guys. Today, I'm really excited to have this conversation today because today we're gonna be actually talking about like things that you should really know in the real life because it's gonna be surrounding around schools. It's gonna be surrounding around like the transfer portal of like going from community college and going to like a university. Unfortunately, I went to three. And I have my reasons, y'all. I do have my reasons. I went to two community colleges and I went to one university. I never even got my associates. So it was all a fever dream, let me be honest. I'm gonna make this intro really quick. Like and subscribe, and you won't regret it, I promise you. Let me give a big shout out to my friend Aiden, who followed me, and my dad's girlfriend, who followed me, and my sister, who followed me because I followed her on YouTube also. And the other two people, I'm not sure, but shout out to them also. We're gonna get this video started. Grab your coffees, take a sip. Already drunk mine. I had one of the Dunkin' ones that was like the cookie butter ice latte. They're so good, y'all. Like, and it's almost out of season, so I suggest you try it. And we're gonna get it started. Okay, so starting with number one for school, I went to CCBC. I graduated in 2022, and right now I am 22. Hey, holla. Like, anyways. So I went to CCBC straight out of college. I applied to my dream schools. I applied to LSU, I got in, and I applied to some other ones and I got in. But unfortunately, I could not afford it. I was so scared to actually take out a loan, which is why I didn't go to LSU. I originally wanted to pursue like my vet career. I was so obsessed with animals. I loved animals at one point. Um, yeah, so really figure out before you apply to schools, are you willing to take out a loan? I really wish I never applied to LSU if I knew I was too scared to take out a loan, because that really sent me into like a spiral. I was like, no. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I cried that day when I got in. Yeah. Anyways, so I ended up going to CCBC. I majored in bio. And by the way, I was in a relationship, so it was cool. Like, I met some pretty chill people. Eventually, like, yeah, they just became people who I sat with and like who we all just had common like similarities with. And I think it was a bit easier because we all like were like kind of freshmen compared to when you're transferring. It's really hard to make friends, in my opinion. Um, it's a hit or miss, honestly, depending on like who you're friends with or who you're trying to be friends with. So on that note, starting with number one, I'm going with CCBC. I would say I have a paper. Find your correct major. It is okay to want to do something your whole life and you decide you want to change it. I had doubts about like biology pre-vet and stuff like that, but like it's what I did. Like I was also working like over 80 hours a week. Like over 80 hours a week. So on that note, do not work over 80 hours and be a full-time student. So it's kind of like, y'all, find your major, don't work over 80 hours, okay? I'm gonna tell you what happened when you when you work 80 hours, y'all. I got put on academic probation, okay? And if you know, you know. Again, I got put on academic probation, slapped it, took away my financial aid. On top of that, I wasn't even doing the major I wanted to do because I was too scared to switch it, because I was just like, this is what I always wanted to do. I really didn't know what else I wanted to do, okay? On that note, number two, take a gap semester if needed. So since this is all building up, okay, so since I got put on academic probation, I then took a gap semester because I was like, bro, like, did I really get put on academic probation? Like, I was really astonished because I'm just like, what an interesting subject. Like, I was like that. Like, I was really like that because I didn't have any financial aid. I couldn't afford school. Let's be so for real. Like, I'm just calling it out as it is. And so I already knew I should have took a gap semester before I went to CCBC because I was already pretty sad. I needed to do something because it was either, my dad is like one of those people, it was either college or the military. And I really didn't have an option of a gap semester because it was never brought to me. But also at this really time, I was really like going through a lot of like mental health stuff, and I was really like isolated, and it wasn't anyone's fault but kind of mine, because I was just trying to navigate and like figure out just like who am I as a person. On top of that, I was in a relationship that was like so rocky for the longest time until it ended. So on that note, yeah, take a gap semester, y'all. I'm not saying, oh, everyone should take a gap semester. That's not true. If you're 100% sure on what you need to do and everything, go ahead and go straight into college. Some people can go without taking a gap semester, but I'm very like pro gap semester because that really allowed me to get myself in check and also figure out like what am I doing with my life. And I did work, I did stack my money up, and I did take a vacation because I did stack my money up. It was actually a vacation who with the person I'm not with anymore, but I never regrets. It was really fun. On that note, number 3, prioritize your mental health, guys. Let me tell you, I was so like not in the zone. And because like with this isolation, and it's okay to feel like, it's okay to want to navigate your feelings, and it's okay to try to like figure out why you feel the way you feel. But honestly, guys, like I should have sought some type of help because my mental health was just like slowly like declining day by day. Like I was like, I was so insecure for the most part, just within everything I did, from work to the grades to everything. And the only thing I felt fine with, honestly, was in my relationship. And even then, it was pretty rocky. So I think I was just, please, guys, like, let me know if anyone was as delusional as me. Like, have you ever been in something to the point where you kind of convinced yourself that, like, oh, yeah, it's going to be fine. Like, we're going to figure it out. Like, it was the one thing I had left holding on. Like, bruh, school wasn't going good. Financials wasn't going good, and I had this one thing. So I think on top of that, I didn't have a lot of friends. So like, let's be so for real, it wasn't going good for me. It was so bad. And so on that note, if you guys need to find like therapy or a therapist, like I suggest everyone at least like try to find something if needed. Because it really helps. Let me tell you guys, like I am so much in a better place where I am at now because just finding like that median to really navigate your emotions, and also like increasing my like spirituality and stuff like that, really helps me gain the confidence that I need to actually do a lot of things. Number 3, what do I have? Oh yeah, do not be boy crazy. I'm gonna say it again. Do not be boy crazy. Now, it may seem like, why is she talking so fast? It's because this video is very clear and simple. I'm gonna keep it short, probably like 15 minutes max. Y'all, being boy crazy, prioritizing your relationship over school, I feel like that's what I did when I reflect a lot. I really wish that things were different. I'm gonna say that. But you really, for those who are in a relationship, really take a step back and see what can y'all do to also center religion and center school, okay? It really does make a difference. Now I'm pretty different. I'm applying, even when I apply to law school, I'm just like, yeah, like I'm not waiting for anyone. If I'm being honest, like I have to go, and at this point, if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. Because I am probably going out of state for that. And I think a lot of the times, even in the past when I was younger, like 18 or something, I really let a lot of my like my actions were dictated by who I was with at the time. And I think the same thing honestly applied for him, and like we both kind of have those regrets, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't like, and I really, for those who have the same experiences, please let me know. Like, feel free to like a thumbs up or subscribe or comment down below. I really want to like chat with y'all. Like I'm really like, hey, like let's do that. Okay. That's number 4. Number 5, additionally to not being boy crazy, please find clubs and activities to do. At CCBC, I kind of just talked to friends, like my school friends, and then I kind of went home. I hung out with my boyfriend. I did my ex-boyfriend, and then I did schoolwork, blah, 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 worked, rinse and repeat. That's all it was. I didn't really do anything. This all applies to CCBC now. So I didn't do much, guys. Please, please, please Find clubs and activities. I promise you, it will make a big difference when you're in things that you like. You will find people with common similarities. And the more you find people with common similarities, the more happier you will be about life, because you're like, especially when you're boy crazy, you feel like that's the only person you need to find, like, you have, like, connections with and, like, in common stuff with, and secretly, you don't want to have the same interest as your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever. Like, you don't, if I'm being honest. It gets boring. You guys want to do the same things, like travel, like, cool beans, but if y'all like every single thing, like, to me, at least, I don't want to do that. So please find your people, find your groups, find your sisters, join a sorority, join a frat, do anything, like, okay, join a track club, debate club, anything. All right. All right. So that is all the stuff for CCBC. For HCC, I would say the really things still apply. At HCC, y'all, I went to Howard Community College, and that was like a fever dream. Even I was talking to my sister earlier today about making this video, and she was like, "Did you even go to Howard Community?" Like, she doesn't even remember me going. Y'all, like, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna look dead in the camera when I say this. The ex-boyfriend who I mentioned, let me know if y'all want a story time. The ex-boyfriend that I mentioned, we actually went to the same community college. Oh gosh. We went to the same community college, y'all. Then that relationship ended while we were at the same community college. So that was really interesting. It was really awkward because we were, like, literally in the same class. Unironically, we were in the same class. Like, I didn't even plan that. So it was just awkward. Don't plan that, y'all. If you and your partner go to the different schools, keep it that way. I honestly think it's better. I really think it's healthier for the relationship. Even now, I would really prefer to go to a different school than whoever I'm with. So it's kind of like, no matter who it is. So unless you kind of meet that person at the school, yeah, it's different. But, you know, it all really changes on the conditions. So the last school I went to TU. If you know, you know. I still go there. I'm finishing up. I think, honestly, I have, like, a semester and a half to go. Y'all, like, I really feel like I've been through so much in regards of, like, school, like, just trying to figure out, like, why it took me so long. And honestly, get this, y'all, this bio major I was carrying, I'm not even a bio major anymore. I'm a freaking poli-sci major. I'm a poli-sci major. I switched the whole thing. I switched it actually, like, a semester-ish ago. Get this, like, I really wish that I, like, changed it beforehand, but, like, I'm also off of, like, my grades are so much better. I'm off the academic probation. I got way above, like, I think I got above a 3.5. I definitely did. I got above a 3.5, and I'm on a full ride. I get, you know, stuff back. I get stuff back, y'all, and God has blessed me with more abundance that I could ever take from him. Like, and I really am so thankful about that. And also, like, it was so rough, y'all, like, just figuring out what school. Like, I can't believe I went to I really can't believe I honestly went to, like, the school that, you know, oh my gosh, my dad texted me. I really can't believe I went to the school that I really thought, goodness, that I really thought that I wouldn't go to. I was one of those people where I was like, yeah, like, y'all, like, I'm never going to Towson. Towson's too local, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. I literally just said the school. But honestly, like, it was a blessing in disguise. Maybe my life would have turned out differently if I went out of the state. If I even thought about, like, even after, during HCC, I thought about joining the military, because I was like, bro, like, I have nothing else going for me right now. Like, I can't afford school. I'm not in a relationship. I was just so over it. Like, I really was, y'all. Like, and I'm letting you know, like, that, like, you are not alone. Have you ever seen that meme? Like, you're not alone, y'all. For the girlies and the men who dealt through that, who was really, like, you know, wondering, like, how they should approach, like, their school, and even, like, the incoming freshmen, like, if y'all are wondering, like, how y'all need to, like, approach these types of situations, I want to say, like, prioritize yourself. That is the main thing, and I know it's easier to say than to do, but when you actually, like, prioritize yourself and you really do things for yourself, like, things will happen for a reason. If that relationship is meant to last, you guys will last, like, you guys will last, honestly, y'all, like, even when y'all are doing LDR. So, long distance relationship. So, like, honestly, like, on that note, y'all, like, that was the 5 things that we wanted to talk about. Okay, let's cut. So, on that note, y'all, that was a few things I wanted to talk about. Like I said, the video's gonna be short. I'm not doing nothing long because I think the long video is actually coming up. I'm pretty sure this Monday it might be. So, take that advice and do what you may with it. And honestly, y'all, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. I really want you to like and subscribe, and also follow my Instagram and my TikTok if for those who have it. I'm really excited to see what this has to go on. And again, feel free to play this in the background while you're cleaning your room, while you're doing some winter break homework or something, or even while you're working out. Like, I honestly think, like, this is some pretty solid advice. And even though I'm, like, kind of chaotic, like, who doesn't love a little chaoticness? Because no one's not perfect. I'm finally me. I'm just kidding. Thanks you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Ooh, and I will get back on the video. Okay. Thank you guys.